Word. So this is what we're going to be filling out today. We have characters, setting, and then the plot is what happens. Can everybody see the story? All right. So what are we looking for today? Who can tell me something that we're looking for as we read our story? Tamaya.
Looking for what happened.
What happens? Yes. Yes. What do we call that? What happens in the story? What is that? That is the, whoops.
The event.
The events, yes. The events, the plot. All right, try to have all this stuff. All right, where did that go? And then the characters, do you think we need to put down every single character that's in the story?
No, the main character.
The main characters, yep. And then what is the setting? Who remembers what the setting is? Andre?
Where it happens? Like
Where the story happens, yes. When and where. So in setting, we usually talk about those two things. Sometimes they won't really talk about when, but it's important if it's like mentioned, if a story takes place a while ago, that context is important. When and where the story happens, that's the setting. All right. So everybody following along with me as I read. And maybe we could take turns reading if anybody wants to. I'm not going to make anybody read, but if you want to read, we can do that. All right. I see everybody's eyes. Awesome. So the chalkboard says, "Good morning, class. My name is Miss Fry." Cool. Monday was sharing day in Miss Fry's class. "You may bring something special," said Miss Fry. "May we share a pet?" Winston asked. "Yes," said Miss Fry, "but just for the day." On Monday, Winston brought in his pet rooster. "I call him Red. He eats corn and he crows. The neighbors say he crows too much." "What a wonderful pet," said Miss Fry. "We're happy he can visit today." Cock-a-doodle-doo. Anybody like to read?
Miss Brenda.
Yes, who's that? Andre?
I don't want to read, but I can't see the book.
You can't see the book? Can anybody?
I can't see the book. I can't see the book. I can't see the book.
Oh no!
I can't see the book. Yeah. The book. Okay, we can see the book. I can see the book.
Sorry. Thanks for telling me. Okay, so I'll just kind of go back so you can see. So there was the chalkboard. Good morning, class. So Monday was sharing day. You may bring something special. Winston asked, "Can we share a pet?" And then Winston brought in his pet rooster. He said he crows too much. There's everybody going cock-a-doodle-doo. All right. Maya, you want to read? I thought I saw your hand as well. Okay. But that afternoon, after all the children had left, there was Red, still sitting on his roost near Miss Fry's desk. She sprinkled corn in Red's dish, then locked the door and went home to her quiet little house. On Tuesday, Winston told Miss Fry, "The neighbors wonder if Red can stay at school for a while." "Of course," said Miss Fry. "How lucky for us." The next Monday was Patrick's turn. "My tarantula's name is Vincent. He likes to eat bugs and hide inside my mother's slippers." "What a wonderful pet," said Miss Fry. "Don't forget to take Vincent home with you at the end of the day." But that afternoon, after all the children had left, there was Vincent, still sitting in his jar on Miss Fry's desk. She gave Vincent a big juicy bug, sprinkled corn on Red's dish, then locked the door and went home to her quiet little house. She's a lot nicer than I am. On Tuesday, Patrick told Miss Fry, "My mother says Vincent likes her slippers too much. We're wondering if he can stay at school for a few days." "Of course," said Miss Fry. "How lucky for us." The next week, Roger brought in his cricket. "His name is Mo," said Roger. "He eats leaves from the garden and sings chirp, chirp all night long." "What a wonderful pet," said Miss Fry. Oh, what does Miss Fry say every time a child asks if a pet can stay? Tamaya?
She says, "Don't forget to bring it home."
She does say that. She says, "Don't forget to take your pet home," but then when they do forget, and then they say, "Oh, my mom asked if the tarantula can stay at school." What does she say?
She says, "That's wonderful."
She says, where is it? "Of course," said Miss Fry. "How lucky for us." What does that tell us about Miss Fry? Because they bring the pet, and then they don't take home the pet. Then they say, "Oh, can we leave the pet here?" And she says, "Of course. How lucky for us." What does that tell us about what kind of person Miss Fry is?
A very nice one.
Very nice one. Yeah. Nicer than
Or
me?
she likes pets.
Maybe she does. That afternoon, after all the children had left, Miss Fry noticed Mo sitting in his box on the table. Miss Fry looked at Mo. He almost seemed to smile. "Welcome to our class, Mo." Right before her eyes, he did a huge somersault, up, up in the air. "Bravo," said Miss Fry. She gave fresh green leaves to Mo and a big juicy bug to Vincent, sprinkled corn in Red's dish, then locked the door and went home to her quiet little house. The next day, Roger said to Miss Fry, "My mother says Mo chirps too much. He's welcome to visit as long as he likes, said Miss Fry. Well, she said something kind of different there, but same concept. And so it went. Aaliyah shared her pet goat named Gladys. It said bah and ate her sister's homework. Amanda shared her pet Dachshund. It liked to chew bones in the pillows on her Aunt Judy's new sofa. Jerry brought in his pet boa constrictor. It never made a sound. No one knew exactly what it liked to eat, but Jerry said his father's expensive tropical fish had suddenly disappeared one day. There was Megan's cat, Mitchell's mice, Daniel's ducks, and Tom's iguana. Frankie's frog, Lily's monkey, Terrence's turtle, and something square and fuzzy that Avery brought in. It looks like a kitchen sponge, said Bruce, a really old kitchen sponge. It's my pet, said Avery, and that was that. Before long, Miss Fry's class was bursting with the happy noises of all the children's pets. Quack, 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 meow, cock-a-doodle-doo, ribbit, ribbit, squeak, squeak, woof, woof, chirp, chirp. On Parents' Night, the mothers and fathers walked around the classroom with great big smiles on their faces. Isn't it great, they said, that Miss Fry loves pets so? Only Roger's cricket sat quietly in his box. You must miss your garden, Miss Fry said. Chirp, said Mo softly. He crawled under one of his shiny green leaves. On the last day of school, Miss Fry's class had a party with balloons, hats, and ice cream cups. Goodbye, children, Miss Fry sang out. Have a nice summer, and don't forget to... What do you think she's going to say? Don't forget...
Take care of the pets. Clean the pets.
Don't forget to take home your pets.
Oh.
One by one, the children disappeared, and with them went their pets. No more pets, said Miss Fry. She looked around the quiet, empty room. Then Miss Fry noticed a box sitting on her desk. She peeked inside. A little face looked up at her. It almost seemed to smile. A note inside read, Dear Miss Fry, please take care of Mo. He likes you best. Roger. How lucky for me, said Miss Fry. Mo did a huge somersault, up, up in the air. Miss Fry carried her new pet to her quiet little house and placed him in the garden among the rainbow of roses. That night, Miss Fry opened her window. She climbed into bed. She turned off the lamp. By the light of the moon from outside in the garden came a happy noise. Chirrup, chirrup. Welcome home, Mo. What a wonderful pet you are. The end. All right. So that is teachers' pets. So who is our main character in the story?
Miss Fry.
Miss Fry. Can you guys still see the paper?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss Fry, and I'm pretty sure the cricket.
Yeah, the cricket. What's the cricket's name?
Uh,
Mo.
Blue.
Yeah, Mo the cricket. Sure. And then we could just say the kids in her class because there was a lot of them. We don't have to list all their name. The kids in the class.
And their pets.
And their pets, yes.
Take
Kids
your
in the
picture.
class and the pets. All right. And where does the story take place?
Yeah. It was show and tell day.
Right. Okay, so that's when.
Yes. Yes.
So we have show and tell day. Oops. Oh. So yeah, the story took place seemed like over a few months. We'll just say during the school year. And where did the story take place? Maya?
Everybody started leaving their pets with the teacher and say, "Can you take it? My mom doesn't like that and stuff."
Right. So that's what happens. We're still talking about setting. So remember, setting is when and where. So we talked about when takes place on show and tell days and like during the school year. But where does the story take place?
With the cricket.
It takes place with the cricket. Well, where are they?
The rooster. At the school.
They're at the school, right? In their class.
And at a tiny little.
We know Miss Fry goes home every night, but we don't ever see her place until the very end.
Yeah.
So most of the story takes place in the classroom.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So what happens in the story? Who would like to give us a Coco?
Me. It's when Mrs. Fry, that's a funny name. Mrs. Fry, she basically always just says, yes, yes. She basically always just says yes to it.
So she's saying Miss Fry says that the pets can stay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And before that, she says that they can bring in something special to share.
Yeah. Peace.
Everyone brings a pet. And leaves the pet. Miss Fry says the pets can stay. And then what ends up happening? Maya?
ending up one of the pets get to stay with Miss Fry.
Does she end up, so like, we look and see. The first is just the rooster.
Mhm.
She's trying to do her work. Rooster's just sitting there. So she feeds the rooster. Then she brings
Then
the
there was the
tarantula.
squid.
Then we get the cricket. Get the cricket. Then goat, dog, snake, cat, mice, ducks, iguana, frog, monkey, turtle, and the kitchen sponge. I don't know what that's about. All kinds of noises. So what's going on here?
They're having a party.
Yeah, they're having a party. Maybe it's a time where the parents come in. And what else? They're having a party. And what's going on?
It looks a mess.
Yeah. There's so many animals. So the classroom is filled with pets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we. Then what happens on the last day of school?
They get ice cream and stuff and have balloons and their
Mhm.
party hats. And they bring their pets back home.
Yes, she says, have a nice summer and don't forget to take home your pets. You guys can still see the story, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When the people are trying to get the monkey.
Oh, I think she is. That see the girl there? She's
Yeah.
the one who brought the monkey. I don't know if that actually happens too often that people have pet monkeys. They're not. That's not a very. Actually, not a very safe pet. All right. On the last day of school, she tells all the kids to take home their pets. And then what? Do all the pets go home?
Oh.
Who is that? Kai, what happens then?
One gets to stay. Got it.
Okay. All the pets go home except who?
The cricket.
Mo the cricket. And what happens to Mo the cricket?
Miss Fry takes him home.
Yes, Miss Fry takes him home. And puts him in her garden. There you go. So stories also have what we call a problem and then a solution.
Oh.
Which Kai is very interested to hear about. So what do we think the problem is in this story?
Miss Fry had to deal with too much pets.
Yeah, that's a problem. So all the kids brought pets and left them. That's kind of a problem. I know that if that was my class and that was you guys, and I was like, yeah, bring show and tell, and you came into the classroom with your pet, and then you left the pet, oh, I'd be calling your parents. I would not just be like, yeah, get to all the pets stay. Nope. That's a lot of feeding and noise, and so to me, that would be a problem. And then what happens to solve that problem?
She told the kids to take your pets home.
Yeah. She says, take the pets home, kids. And they do it. But is it a problem, do you think, that Roger leaves Mo?
Well, he wanted Miss Fry to have it.
Right. Yeah. And he's just a little cricket, right?
Mm-hmm.
A cricket that can live in the garden, so pretty cool. What'd you guys think of this story?
Cool.
Andre giving it 2 thumbs up. Kai giving it a thumbs up. Zayden, I see 2 thumbs from Zayden. A thumb from Solomon. 2 thumbs from Tamaya. Cool. All right. Yeah, I thought it was cute. So your follow-up work will be this blank, and you will fill it out. Okay?
Okay.
So we already filled it out together. So I will give it to you blank with the story. So you can read the story again on your own and talk about the characters, the setting, and the plot. What happens in the story. Okay?
Okay.
And then you'll notice you start to do that with every story you read, every fiction story. Because this was a fiction story. What does that mean again? Does anybody know what that means? What fiction? When we say, let's read some fiction, what does that mean? Are we reading stories that are true or not true? Made up stories. Okay?
Yeah. Made up.
Right? Now, they may have realistic things in it, but for me, this wasn't too realistic because I can't imagine a teacher letting all those pets stay in their class all year. But that was it. So made up stories are usually fun and funny. So our made up stories have those things: the characters, the setting, and the plot. What happens to them? A problem and a solution. All right. I think I'm kind of losing you guys. Time our meeting. Yep, so that's it. That's all I got for you. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this up in the Google Classroom.
Bye.
All right, bye. I'll see you.
Bye, Ty. Bye, Miss Brenda.
When do we come back?
Tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, we only have 1 live lesson a day. I do live lessons with everybody else, but you guys are done for the day. So get your work done in the Google Classroom, and I'll see you later. Bye, Z.
Bye, Miss Brenda.
Bye, Andre. Bye, Tamaya. Bye, Brooklyn. Bye, Daisha. Daisha, are you awake? Daisha's sleeping. Okay.
Sleep?